Get your ass kicked, get back up, and you put the gloves back on and you swing away. The idea of me being president one day has become a legit thing to some people. And if it is a overwhelming, positive, strong, we want you to run for president. And if I felt that I can step up to the plate and become a tremendous leader and make a real difference and make change, I would do it. What do you think your special thing is? Gap in the teeth. All right, so maybe it's like, all right, yeah, like it's time to give somebody like the gap. I had Simone, who's my beautiful 14-year-old daughter, who continues to be, a balancing anchor in my life, just an amazing young girl. The relationship I have had with Simone over the past 14 years has led me to become the father I am today for Jasmine, who's our little 7-month-old baby who just rocks my world. I think the number one thing that a lot of people, for whatever reason, become adverse to, carbs are your friend.
Dwayne Johnson is a movie star and ex-WWE wrestler, but he wasn't always so successful. By looking at his life and career, we can learn the lesson to never give up. Dwayne came from hardship and learned what it feels like to struggle. He says that failing is critical for growth. You may be working so hard towards one goal only to fail and choose a new path. When finding your way, always remember the hard times. Never forget your struggles and what it took to get you where you are. When you fail, because remember, everyone fails, just remember to get back up and try again. There is no substitute for hard work. Lastly, Dwayne can teach us to always be true to yourself. Never give in to other people's expectations of you. And remember, never give up.
So before a big movie comes out, before, back in the days when I was wrestling with WWE, a WrestleMania match, anything big that would happen, I would always take a moment and I'd just remind myself, all right, I was evicted when I was 14. We were kicked off the island. We couldn't live in Hawaii. Had no place to live. A lot of shit happened. Then when I moved to Nashville, I was arrested multiple times by the time I was 16 years old. Like, I remember that. If I were playing on this team, which my skills are, what's that term? Oh, but before I lace up, before I get on the court, before I play in these big games, before I go to the Staples Center, where history is there, those are historic walls there at the Staples Center. I would remember that, and it allows me then to be present in the moment and understand, holy shit, the stuff I have around me right now, this is the shit that I dreamed of when I was a kid. I am here. What helps me is to keep the hard times in the front of my mind. It's the most important relationship I have, is with the people. As I reached a point in my career, I was tired of trying to be something I wasn't. It was a turning point in my career, and it really allowed me to grow. And it really allowed me just to be me and be anchored in with who I am. The idea was, I was a rookie in the wrestling business. I was the wrestling business is a term called babyface, which is a good guy. I was being groomed as a good guy wrestler. Young, the idea was you're grateful. Grateful for the opportunity, so when you go out there, I want you to smile. You can't smile enough. The importance and the power of finding your identity and being true to who you are. Even in that wild world of pro wrestling, it still applies to everyone in the room, and how powerful that could be, because it was a true shift and click moment, and I never looked back, and I became, fortunately, the biggest draw that the business has ever seen. I still see every opportunity that I have as like a little crack in the wall, a little scratch, and it's almost as if like every opportunity the scratch represents every opportunity. Therefore, the success on the other side of the scratch is the light. Scratching hard, clawing, digging, it's that mentality to really take advantage of every opportunity I have.
You can't hold it in. You got to talk about it. I went through it when I was 14, 15. On a teenage level, it's a whole other level of emotion and hormone and everything that they're going through, and the weight of the world is on teenagers' shoulders. I'm happy that this dialogue has kind of started over the past week. And because open dialogue, period, when it comes to mental health, especially when it comes to teenagers, but especially when it comes to guys. When you, as an audience member, you spend your hard-earned dollars, it's not falling out of the sky, right? You got to earn it, and then you come to a movie theater. My job to make sure that you leave the movie theater happy and feeling good. Now, there's beautiful movies out there where the endings aren't happy endings, and I can appreciate them. I just feel like for what the audience has expected from me over the years is, I got your back, I'm gonna make you feel good. You may cry in the movie, you may get angry. However, at the end of the movie, when the credits roll, you're going to be happy.
Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.